Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing a guide for One Step After Fall. We're going to be getting all the collectibles in this game in 1 or 2 playthroughs, as it does actually require 2 playthroughs for the 2 different endings. But there's a lot of collectibles, and so we're going to go through every single one, being it the quickest guide possible for you guys to complete this game. It does have a stack as well for another 5,000 G, 5,000 per game. There's also other stacks as well, but I don't think they're available anymore. So we want to pick up this letter right here on the sign and also this zombie figurine thing. And then we want to go to the right up this hill and onto this lighthouse. Reason being is we actually want to kill ourselves, which is just wonderful, isn't it? No, the serious thing is yeah, we do want to kill ourselves. We actually want to do that because it is a missable achievement. So what you want to do is want to climb up this ladder right here. To interact with stuff, you just press RT. And when you get to the top, you just want to fall backwards and land on the ground. And there you go, you'll have that achievement as well. So just like that, you'll have a little glitch effect, and then we are going to proceed to restart. So it's going to give you a screen right here saying that you died, and then it's going to simply restart your game. And we're going to start from the beginning. So this is essentially, that was essentially the first playthrough, so essentially there's 3 playthroughs, but you know. So we're going to pick up the same things again on the sign right here, just so that we'll have them all in the collection. And then we're going to go forward through here. And when you step in front of these crows, you'll get an achievement for scaring the crows. And if you basically just follow my path, I might forget some of the achievements that I unlocked along the way because there's just so many that you unlock. But if you do follow my path and the things I interact with, you will get all the achievements. So interact with this key notice, as well as this letter right here. Interact with the door as well. You have to interact with the door, and that'll essentially spawn a key up here, up at the windmill. And then what we'll do is we'll actually go to these stairs right here and interact with this book. And this will be one of the first collectibles we get. Then you want to go up, interact with this paper right here, and also this key. Now, the keys obviously open the different things that we need to progress the story, but the actual papers are the thing that actually progresses the story and unlocks things as well. So we need to get basically both of them, but of course there's some collectibles along the way. You want to go in the inventory and use this key on this door, and then we want to go in front on this table. There is this 𝗙𝗲𝗁𝗂𝗶𝗯𝗄 paper pack right there. There's also another letter that we want to interact with right there. And then on the bed right here, there is also a Polaroid right there. That's everything in this corner of the room. And you want to go to this place over here, interact with the letter here, as well as the key on top. And then what we'll do is we'll interact with the top drawer by going to the inventory. You'll see that we have a gun. That's going to be used for one of the endings. Now I want to go to the bottom drawer and interact with that. There's some pills in there. You want to interact with that and then put them back down. Then the next drawer up is a zombie. So we're going to take that. And there's nothing in the other drawer. So we're just going to leave that open for now. I'm going to leave this place. Now we're going to go back to that lighthouse that was seen before because we actually need to get quite a lot of collectibles in that place as well. So you just want to go through this forest right here. It's a very small forest. Nothing's going to jump out or nothing, don't worry. And then what you want to do is you want to go to the top part, just like what we've done before. But instead of jumping off, you want to actually be careful because if you jump off, then you'll lose your progress. So just go up very carefully. Make sure you don't make any sudden movements because it could just fling you off. But yeah, just interact with the ladder. And when you get to the top, we can interact with a few items. So yeah, once you get to the top, there will be a book on the box right here that'll say Carol's Depression, which is all fun stuff. There's also a key right here that I want to take, as well as a paper on the desk as well. And there's also a zombie figurine as well, very nicely hidden up here. So you make sure you get that as well before you leave. So you want to go just on the edge right here, interact with the ladder, and it'll bring you down. And you just want to go down. You can also press RB to sprint, which will help you not only just for sprinting around places, but also on the ladders to climb down them faster as well. So turn around, you want to go into the entrance on the bottom floor, and there's some collectibles you can get in here as well. So there's nothing in this corner over here, even though I was very much admiring this corner for some reason. There is a lot in the center though, where there is a lighter right here. So when you interact with the lighter, that'll give you an achievement. There's also a radio, so interact with the radio, that'll give you another achievement. Then if you go over at this corner right here, there is a bit of paper in this like helmet type of thing. That'll obviously progress the story. And there's also a figurine right here. So I'm speeding up this part right here because I was very much looking around and I was forgetting what the actual collectibles were, but there is a wine bottle right here on there, and that is the last collectible for this area. So yeah, you just want to leave this building right now the same way you came in. And now we're going to get a few of the additional collectibles before we really progress the story on, just so you can get a few more achievements whilst we're nearby. So you want to go off into this corner of the woods right here, past obviously the lighthouse, and you'll see a little light in the corner. This is a little picnic table, so it's not very difficult to get lost here. If you jump up on the table and look at the picnic basket, you will see a little figurine right here, so you want to take that one. So that is now that one added to your inventory as well. If you go down past this road right here and through this forest over here, you will then jump down. You might get lost here a little bit, but if you do, just kind of go in a slight diagonal path over this way, you will eventually come across this little pond right here. And on this little stone, you will see another figurine. So we're going to keep going the same direction we went and just like, jump out this pond. And we come across quite a lot of additional little structures and stuff over here. Now, the one we're really concerned about is this shed-looking one over here, because there is another collectible right here. You want to pick this one up. It's another one of them figurines. So I'm going to speed this next part up because this is a lot of walking, because what we're going to do is we're going to follow this path past this well right here. We're going to come back here, but we need to actually progress the story on a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this little fishing dock right here, and this is how we're going to progress the story on. You're going to interact with this book right here. It's going to do a little cutscene, and it's going to like kind of like shaky control and stuff like that. So make sure you're like not like startled by that. But once the cutscene's over and everything, you can then pick up the bit of paper that was right next to the book, and that will continue our story on. So then once you are done here, you want to continue, go back to the well, and that is where we can continue the story. So yeah, at the well, there is going to be another book that we're going to have to interact with, which is on the floor. Well, first of all, I'll pick up the letter that is on the well, and there's also a book on the floor as well. So interact with both of them, and then you want to go to the shed right here, where there's another few more collectibles inside of here. So the first one, very obvious, is this book right here on this hay bale. So I want to pick that one up. It's going to do another one of them cutscenes where it shakes the controller. And then you want to go to this table, pick up this figurine right here. And then you want to go upstairs. So there's a ladder right here. Same interaction as before. You want to go upstairs. And there's a chest just sitting right here. You want to go in your inventory and unlock the chest using the key. Open it up. And then take the letter right here. That's going to do a little cutscene for you when you do that. And then you want to take the rest of the items inside of the chest as well, such as this little figurine right here, as well as looking at this necklace. Just why not? Interact with everything you can. And before we finish this first playthrough, we're going to go up to the forest just behind us. And we're going to go just into the corner because there's actually another table set up so that we can get another collectible. So when you get close by, it will essentially light up, and on the table there is another zombie figurine thing. So we pick that up, and then we're going to go back to where we came from, and just made a little handy little cut right there so that you know where I am right now. Just in between the barn and the well right there. You want to go past them though. Go past all these weird structures that we've seen before and just into the little ring of light. And that'll be the end of the first, well, essentially second playthrough if you count the first one where we just died. But that'll be the first main playthrough done. The other playthrough is not very long at all. So we're going to get into the credits section right here. If you want to, you can just close your game down and then reload it. That is absolutely fine. As long as you get the real ending achievement, then you can just close your game down, reload it, and then we can continue with the rest of the guide. So for the second playthrough, we want to do a little bit of the starter part where we're going to take this note right here, and we're going to continue to the building, the cabin right here. So this is for the false ending. So it's not much of a playthrough, but we're just going to go to this build right here, interact with these two letters once again, interact with the door as well. They want to go up this hill right here, and then you want to go to the windmill, just like before. We're just basically setting up the starter part of the story. You want to take the key right here, and now we are okay. We don't need to take any more papers or nothing. So the paper that was up there, you don't need to take that one, because the rest of the story doesn't really rely on them papers anymore. So we can open the door with the key, and then we're really concerned about the gun. That is how we're going to get this ending. So we're going to open the top drawer with the key, interact with the gun. Obviously, we don't have any ammo because this guy is very suicidal, and so that is what we're going to do. We're going to essentially kill ourselves in this playthrough, which is just fun stuff, if you ask me. So we're doing an additional achievement right here because we weren't able to do this last time just by the order of events that happened. So if you go to this little scarecrow right here, there's going to be a little interaction thing that happens where it activates. So this guy will be following you around, which is a little bit creepy, but don't worry, we're literally going to be done within like a minute. So you want to go to this barn, and you want to go up the ladders, and what you want to do is there's a little like Easter egg kind of glitch thing to kind of cheese this ending, where if you just keep interacting with the chest, even though you don't have the key for it, eventually it will actually open. So you can actually take the clip in there that you would normally get for this ending, but you can actually get early just by doing that little method right there. A simple way to tell if the chest is actually going to open is it'll be shaken left to right to basically signify that it's locked, and then when it starts shaking up and down, it's actually starting to open. So you can actually just stop, spamming the button. Now you want to go back to the cabin, and you want to interact with the gun, and then interact again, and then you will get the final cutscene and unlock the final achievement. And once again, the credits will roll, and you'll get the achievement, and that'll be every single achievement in one step after fall. Hopefully this guide was helpful for you guys to get every achievement, because there's a lot of collectibles, and it's very hard to keep up with them all. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.